Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to be talking all about the 5 indie authors that I need to read ASAP. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 indie authors. Trust me, there is a longer list, but this is going to be part of a series, I think, all featured around indie authors that I want to read this year. It's kind of become my latest obsession is discovering indie authors, reading their books, shouting them out, helping you guys find them as well, because so many good books are happening in the indie world. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I just don't see them because they're promoted, in my opinion, less than obviously the mainstream books. So that's a goal that I want to feature here on my channel. So we're going to talk about 5 of them. It was really hard to narrow it down to the first 5, but here we go. The first book is Of Night and Blood by Brie Lamb, and this book is already out. It's available on KU. The special edition cover it's so good. It's so good. What you can expect in this book is there is a morally gray female character, found family, political intrigue, and slow burn. And then the blurb, Asher was an anomaly, feared and worshipped by her kind for a power previously unheard of. The princess of the Fey realm, The princess of the Fey realm sought nothing more than to prove she could rule with a just and strong hand, that she was worthy of the title of queen. Yet as her impending marriage to a young mortal prince draws nearer, she finds herself dreaming of a different life. One ruled by her own wants and needs, but with a power as dangerous as hers, would she do more harm than good if left unchecked? And if she does not find allies in the mortals, how will the Fae survive the savage demons to the west? When a handsome stranger urges Asher to question her world and those within it, to trust the power she feared for so long, the princess is forced to reevaluate her life and to continuously put it into jeopardy. Will she follow the orders of the king and queen who raised her, who always knew best? Or will she follow her heart, which might lead her to a fate she cannot survive? As lies, betrayals, and danger find her at every corner, Asher must make a choice. For if she does not, the imminent war will. Who is she, and does she wish to become more? So it kind of feels like, first, I love that there's just so much going on in this book. There's so much to unpack. How things work, what kind of magic does she have, what kind of powers are we concerned about here? I also want to know about this handsome stranger. So there's a handsome stranger, but then she's also betrothed. Is this a potential love triangle? A love triangle done right, I'm a fan. So, and I know that there's more books in the series. Book 2 just came out. You guys could binge book 1 and 2. Just saying, that might be my plan. The next author we have is Janessa, and I have her book Heir of Sun and Moon. I did buy this. I reached out to her directly and I was like, how do I get your book? I want to buy it. I mean, I love the cover so much. What you can expect with this book is slow burn, animal companions. It is a fairy tale retelling, and also touch her and vibes. It's an immediate yes for me based on the cover and the tropes. I mean, are you kidding? Absolutely. But let's read the synopsis. Forced into isolation by the ruler of the mortal kingdom, Princess Rhea Maxwell spends her days in the company of her pet fox Bella, dreaming of an existence outside of the confinement of her tower. As the rightful queen, she knows that there must be more to life than the endless monotony that she's been forced to live. Harboring a deadly secret from her past, her isolation grows until one fateful night brings an unlikely ally into her life. Though wary to trust this stranger, Rhea suddenly finds herself with something she never had before, a choice. With a future she never thought possible hanging in the balance, the princess must decide if following her heart is worth risking everything she's ever known. In the neighboring mage kingdom, Princess Bahira Daxel is the first of her kind to be born without magic. Fixated on finding a way to unlock the power she believes to be hidden within, Bahira knows there is no price too great to achieve her goals. As tensions rise and her kingdom prepares for a threat they cannot defend against, her desperation comes to a head. Ultimatums push Bahira to rethink who she truly is and the future that she had pictured for herself. In a post-war world where kingdoms are invaded by a powerful spell, can Rhea and Bahira each break free from their shackles of the lives expected of them to forge their own paths? Or will the lies and obsession threaten to destroy everything? I love that you've got essentially 2 different storylines that we're following that obviously are going to interconnect at some point in time. Kingdoms, yes. Self-discovery, absolutely. Romantasy elements, I'm in. Also, for anyone who's interested, I do have a read-along going on for the month of March for this book. I will have the link down below. You can either join via Storygraph, or if you prefer, you can do it in the Discord. I have a Discord channel and thread set up to discuss this book as well. So I'd love to have you join me. The next author I want to talk about is Anne Einerson, and she has a book coming out called If You Give a Single Dad a Nanny. You guys knew I was picking this up, right? Like, it's a no-brainer. It was happening. This book comes out March 14th. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. What you can expect with this book is small town, age gap, forced proximity, and grumpy sunshine, which happen to be some of my favorite tropes. I really, really hope the dad is the grumpy one. I just love a good grumpy single dad. I don't know why, it just gives me Cade vibes from Heartless. I am such a fan. So the synopsis of this one says, I, Marlo Taylor, need to stop fantasizing about the hot single dad next door. No, you don't. Continue to fantasize about the hot single dad next door. Should I have agreed to nanny his cute 6-year-old who loves my dog Waffles? Absolutely not. But her dad seemed to think he can do everything himself. No one can. 3 reasons why I absolutely cannot fall for Dylan. 1, he's grumpy and doesn't seem to like me very much. 2, he lives next door, literally next door to my perfect pink house. And 3, there are no secrets in a small town. That is so true. As somebody who's from a small town, no secrets. None whatsoever. You can think you have secrets. That's cute. You don't. I'm an optimistic artist, never living in one place for too long. He's a cynical billionaire trying to raise his kid on his own like a normal person. Since I'm not going to fall for Dylan's Stafford, it shouldn't matter that he shovels my driveway or looks at me like he could devour me. 1 kiss later, I, Marlo Taylor, am completely screwed. You know, I need some new single dad romances because obviously last year they dominated my top books of 2023 and I need some this year, so I am so excited. This seems like a really fun contender. I cannot wait to pick it up. The cover is so cute and fun. Then we have Chelsea Curto, and she has a book coming out called Behind the Camera, and this is Love Through the Lens book 3, I believe. I have not read this series. I believe they're interconnected standalones. I will be starting with book 3, and let me tell you why. And can anybody guess? Why do you think? It is a single dad romance. Am I going to go back and read the other books? Yes. As long as I really enjoy this one, I absolutely will read the rest of the series and I will catch up. This book releases on March 19th. So again, I'm going to have the best time reading single dad romances this week. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. What you can expect in this book is sports romance, slow burn, forced proximity, and single dad and nanny. The synopsis for this book says, Maven Wood is ready for a fresh start after an injury on the soccer field leads to her dropping out of college. She needs a change. When her godfather, the coach of the hottest team in the NFL, tells her about an open position as a sports photographer, she jumps at the chance to apply. The pay is good, but it doesn't cover her rent and her roommate moves out. Out of ideas, she's not sure how she's going to afford to make ends meet until the cute kicker comes to her rescue. Dallas Lansfield never thought he'd be a single dad, but he's embracing the role as best as he can. With a 3-year-old that has too much energy and not enough time on his hand, he needs help desperately. So when he hears that his coach's goddaughter is looking for a way to make more money, he practically begs her to come be his nanny. Maven and Dallas aren't allowed to fall for each other. Getting involved with a player on the team is off limits and a quick way to get fired. But what starts as a professional relationship turns into something deeper. In front of people, they're colleagues. Behind the camera, though, their attraction only grows. Late night talks turn into sharing a bed, and soon, Dallas would rather give up his career than give up the feelings he has for Maven. He can't have her, so why does he want her so damn bad? Forbidden, NFL. I'm predicting 5 stars. The last author we're going to talk about is Amelia J., and she has a book out right now called The Dagger and the Forbidden Heir. It is the first book in a fantasy series. They have beautiful covers. It's what immediately drew me in. What you can expect in this book is enemies to lovers, secret identity, dragons and mythical creatures, and who did this to you? Is there anything better in a fantasy book than when they say who did this to you? Is there? Is there? And the blurb for this one is, a century ago, an exchange was proposed, a life saved for a war of revenge. For Captain Leah Solis of the Fae Army and the secret bastard daughter of the king, she's reminded of those consequences daily. Unable to claim her heritage to the throne, she's powerless to stop the innocent bloodshed that her birthright ushered in. On the other side of the lines, Commander Jace Cordoria gladly fights the war of his ancestors to slaughter the Fae who have terrorized the humans of their realm for generations. And with a cunning plan to trap them, the end could finally be in sight. Except it quickly spins out of control, leaving Laya and Jace enemies of the opposite sides, stranded together in dangerous terrain. Engaged in an intimate battle of their own, both wearing to take control, they'll need their wits now more than ever to survive, because this fight could cost their lives and their hearts. The Forbidden Heir trilogy is a fun and chaotic new take on fantasy featuring enemies to lovers, fun modernized banter, dragons, heartache, adventure, and dark sorcery that grows throughout the series. This is written in multiple first-person point of view, including the villains, and is a character-driven romantic fantasy. The story will be enjoyed by lovers of Sarah J. Maas, Jennifer R. Elmentrout, and Carissa Broadbent. Throne of Glass meets House of Dragon. Content warning. Please note that this book is not intended for readers below the age of 18. This warning is due to explicit language, violence and gore, mentions of past child abuse, and mentions of SA. So, just important things to note, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I love all of those authors. I feel like this could be my next fantasy obsession. My goal is that I will read these books in March. I cannot tell you when, but that is my goal. And then in April, I'll check back in and see if I did that. But these are 5 indie authors that I 1000% recommend that you look into. They are definitely on my radar, and I hope that after this video, they will be on yours as well. If you pick up any of these books, please slide into my DMs, message me on Instagram, on Discord, wherever you would like to. Let's chat about them. Or if you're interested in buddy reading them together, let me know. Let's get something on the calendar. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys all so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.